Okay, so here is my PowerPoint presentation. This is going to be a very fast flip through. I will send you a copy of the PowerPoint, so if you want to look at some of the beautiful slides by yourself, you can do that. Alright, so I'm going to go pretty fast. Alright, so a graph. This is a very beautiful graph, right? Alright, so some of you are thinking this is a red graph, and some of you might be thinking it's blue. Alright. So why do we need graphs and charts? So you can pause and think about that for a second. I don't know. So I can't hear your answer, but I'm sure some of you are right and some of you are wrong. Alright, so hopefully you said because numbers are boring. Does this look like fun? Does that look like fun? You want to see that? You want to look at that all day? No? What about this? Even more fun. Yes, data. All right. I love data. No, nobody loves data. So, a graph is a visual representation of numbers, data. All right. So it's an easy way to present large amounts of information, and trends are easier to identify. So, okay, so a trend will tell you where the data is going. So trends are useful when we want to see data and we want to predict the future. So here, for example, we have a trend about guns in different countries. So you see, most countries don't have a lot of guns, but in general, the trend is the more guns you have, the more people die. So look at America. Yay. We have a lot of dead people because of guns. That's not very happy. All right. So that's bad. All right. Here's another trend. So maybe you know global warming. Maybe you've heard of it. If you're fans of Greta. So here we can see the trend of global climate change over the last 40 years. So we can see that it's up, 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 and soon there will be no more polar bears. All right, so this is the most important slide in the show because it has the words I want you to say in your presentation. So here you can see that we have all of these wonderful words: decrease, steadiness, stability, increase, gradual decrease, gradual increase, gradual decrease, rapid changes or fluctuation, some people like to say, rapid increase, rapid decrease. All right, you can go online and find many other words that you can use to describe trends, but I would like to hear these words in your presentation. All right, so here we have some examples of different types of graphs. So the most simple graph in general is a bar graph. So you see they asked different people, maybe 100 people, about what their favorite fruit was. And you see this group is very interesting because they clearly come from America because they all love blueberries. Okay? I hope you love blueberries. I love blueberries. Okay, so here we have a pie chart. Someone told me that in France you call this a camembert chart. All right, so in America we prefer pie. All right, so here's a pie chart. It is showing where the words in English come from. So you can see that 29% of English words come from French. Hey, how about that? All right, so here we have a line graph. I don't know how to say that in French. Uh, we have a line graph showing the average number of tornadoes per month. I don't know if any of you guys are fans of tornadoes. If you are, you should come to the United States in April because you might see a tornado. All right. I do not like tornadoes. myself. All right. So those are the three types. So here's the most common graph. It's called the sleeper graph because it's so boring that everybody in the office goes to sleep. All right. So some companies like to make really creative graphs. So here you can see a few examples of graphs that are, cute. Like if you like cats. I don't like cats. All right, sick people. All right, companies, haha, they make a lot of money. All right, but some people do not make the most beautiful graphs. So now we're going to look at bad work, okay? All right. So here we have an example of two graphs showing the same numbers, the same data. And let's take a look. Oh, okay. These interest rates look amazing. Look, in 2008 they were oh so tiny. In 2012, look, wow, boom. It's like, whoa. All right. And now let's look at the same data. Oh, that's interesting. So you can see here that what has happened is that this graph begins at 0 and this one begins at 3.14. And you can see that there is not very much of a difference between those two numbers, right? But if we start the graph at this number, it looks amazing. Whereas if we start it at 0, it looks very boring. So we go from a crazy trend to a flat trend. All right. So here's a company. Maybe you've heard of this company. I'm not sure. They are very good at bad graphs. All right. So here we have a graph. The Obamacare enrollment. All right. So this means the number of people who use Obamacare. So you can see that in March 27th, on March 27th, there were 6 million people, and their objective was 7 million people. But it looks like, oh my goodness, no, they're so far from their objective because, 6 million is clearly less than half of 7 million, right? Oops. All right, so thank you, Fox News. All right, what do we have next? So, okay, so this is great. So we have a pie chart. So, the pie represents 100% of the pie. So you can see that this pie chart has like, I don't know, 190%. So that's interesting. All right. So somebody chose the wrong type of graph. All right. Source, opinion dynamics. So that's not a good source. All right. So here's one about marijuana. Maybe you students know something about that. I don't know. So you can see that this chart, again, we have a chart that, let's see, if we add 51 plus 43 plus 34, I think that's more than 100. Maybe the person that made this chart was using too much marijuana. All right, so thank you for this pie chart. This pie chart is absolutely pointless because we cannot see anything and we cannot tell the relationship between any of these figures. So this is very, very pointless. All right. All right, so here we have a video, but the video is not going to play in my video. That would be too complicated. So I will send you the link, or you should have the link of the video in the email that I sent you. So you should be able to watch the video, and it's an amazing video. It's a very great video. So make sure you watch that. They explain way better than me. All right. So watch the video, and it should help you understand bad graphs. Wow, so what an amazing video. Like, I hope next time you see a graph on TV or something that you don't get fooled by those bad people. All right. So, to finish, it's almost over. Don't worry. You should be so happy. All right. So, to finish, I just had a couple more graphs to look at. You know, graphs can be pretty, graphs can be beautiful. So here are some creative graphs. All right, so here's a graph showing reasons to love France. All right, so looks like here we have 50% the wine. All right. Okay, 0% of people. Oh, oops, sorry. Okay. All right. I did not make that. All right. So here we have a pie chart. Like it's a pie. Get it? A pie. A pie chart. All right. Yeah, just look at it. It's a pyramid, right? Yeah. It's amazing. If you see it, it's amazing. Okay. Okay, thank you for listening. I am so anxious to see the wonderful graphs that you guys are going to make. I'm sure they will all be so beautiful. Okay, thank you.